Hello everyone, Cap here and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. I have another VR replay for you guys today and this one is around 1200 MMR. It's supposed to be a very tense and also very interesting game, so let's find out. Blue is Quick Supply Specialist with Arclights and Sledgehammers, and Red is starting as Elite Specialist with Fangs and Phoenixes. Blue going for some chaff here, some Fangs in front of the towers, and Red did add one Arclight for chaff clear. Also, wait, I was just going to talk about this, Red not positioning aggressively, but maybe, okay, still moving around. So yeah, oftentimes Elite Specialist, especially with Fangs as well, is getting played aggressively like this quite often. And yeah, moved everything over here, so this is going to be aggression. And also on top of that, these three units together, Fangs, Arclights and Phoenixes, are really good for aggro. They're very strong, very synergistic combo. You have chaff clear, and you have good damage, so these three units together can do a lot. And this type of push is actually not that easy to stop. It's not the fastest push because, well, two of the three units are quite slow, but they oftentimes win the exchanges here and then can push the tower eventually, just like this here. Let's speed this up. Oh, debuffs getting traded. Quite a few Fangs left, but too many Phoenixes and everything. This is going to be the round for Red here. Mass-produced Overlords for Blue here. Could even already get Overlords here, has 600 credits available right now. And Red did skip. Two more packs of Fangs for Blue here, trying to slow down the push. And is also getting range on the Fangs, which is quite good here. Winning the chaff wars here, Fang versus Fang. And then also just in general having some Fangs left eventually, that will take down the Phoenixes. I think this is a good choice here by Blue. Also put down a bubble. The bubble will, because it's still so early, it's round 2, there's not a ton of damage on the board. And the bubble will hold for quite some time. It's a bit risky investing 100 credits this early on something like a bubble. But if you are confident you can win the round without losing the bubble, then it's obviously pretty good. Can be close here though, because of the Phoenixes, and might be enough time here for Red to take down the bubble overall. And Red added some more level 2 Fangs here. Level 2 Fangs without range and everything, a bit awkward here for now, because they all get one-shot by Arclights and by Sledgehammers, and just provide more XP basically to Blue's units. And the bubble does go down though. However, it will be Blue's round here, quite convincingly. So basically more or less bought the round with that bubble, I believe. So 100 credits for the round. Subsidized Mustang for Blue and skip for Red here. Since Blue is already kind of heavy in Fangs, so, well, 4 packs of Fangs, but also more importantly this one tech here. I believe subsidized Mustangs isn't really necessary. Mustangs and Fangs do basically the same, more or less, and just spamming more Fangs would be better probably than also going into Mustangs at this point. And also blue isn't even buying Mustangs, it's instead going for more Fangs, so yeah. If you're not planning on going into a unit, you also don't need to pick up that card. So subsidized Mustang, but also mass-produced Overlord. You should really have a plan for those and actually probably start buying those the turn you pick up those cards. If you don't, then it's just a waste of credits. So I don't agree with both picks here by blue. Red did go for a level 2 hacker, by the way, with barrier, which is quite good. However, it's just too much here from blue still. Red doesn't take care of the Fangs quickly enough. And Red's Fangs is still getting outranged, by the way. So yeah, this is a mirror kind of Fangs versus Fangs to a degree, and these Fangs do have range, while these Fangs do not. And in range wars, extra range always wins. Blue picked up the barrier, red picked up supply specialist. And is going for more hackers. This one hacker can get leveled actually, did hack quite a lot last turn. So hackers, good and all, but there are so many Fangs now. Hackers don't really do all that much. But I guess a second hacker just for the bubble is kind of nice. And now also, this is very good, is getting range on the Fangs. So maybe this round red can actually start winning again. Has the bubbles here, which provide a lot of health and a lot of protection for these Fangs, and the Fangs now with range can also take down the opponent's Fangs somewhat quickly. Blue is, however, adding Stormcallers, which is also a very good call here. Stormcallers into this, they do a lot of damage and can help take down these bubbles, so these barriers on the hackers, somewhat quickly. And that's really needed, because if the bubbles don't go down, then, well, nothing dies. And yeah, I believe because of the Stormcallers, blue is actually winning this round maybe. It's somewhat close. But without the Stormcallers, I was pretty confident that red would have won this. Stormcallers though, taking down the bubbles somewhat quickly, and yeah, that made the difference here. Range specialist for both players. Kind of makes sense. Both players have a lot of Fangs, and Fangs definitely do benefit from the range. Another hacker, so more bubbles. Blue putting down a barrier here again, and another one. All these temporary barriers. Blue is losing a lot of economy, by the way. So in overall, blue is quite far behind in economy, because blue also picked subsidized Mustang and mass-produced Overlords for no reason, basically. So lost credits there, and also the bubbles, temporary investments of 100 each. And yeah, red did not use any of that stuff. Put one sentry here, but it's still alive, and also picked up supply specialist. So this is just from the economy standpoint is looking so much better for red, and will continue to look better and better over time if this continues like this. Bubbles and hackers going down quite quickly now though, against all these leveled Fangs with range, and the Stormcallers, this one also level 2, does take down the barriers super quickly on the hackers. So far, red really having a hard time getting a hold of this game. Intensive training for red and underground threat for blue. Could put it here in the back and get a tower, or here in the back and get a tower. Yeah, probably split and also take down this sentry here with the crawlers that are coming in. Because why not? Just minus 50 credits for red basically when this sentry gets used up. Another level, Stormcallers, also quite important. Red, though, is reacting to the Stormcallers, which is good here, because the Stormcallers really needed this damage for the bubbles. Red, however, is putting down anti-missile turrets, or missile interceptor turrets, and they will intercept these shots from the Stormcallers, and that damage is not going to land on the bubbles from the hackers anymore. And that can definitely make a big difference here this turn, potentially. Let's see. Without the damage from the Stormcallers, I believe it's looking better for red here now. Though this turn probably also not, because underground threat will take the tower here, and with the tower debuff, probably the round will be decided for blue here, or will go in blue's favor. Blue also going for more fangs. Kind of Fang versus Fang here. And blue also did get mechanical rage on these fangs, so they are quite a bit better. Now actually Arclight, because of range, is taking down those crawlers. However, the other crawlers on the left side are still coming in. The sentry only took out a couple of those. And yeah, with the tower debuff, this is now over. This one will fall probably, missile interceptor turret. Maybe the only one, which would be good for red, not losing too many credits here. So if missile interceptor turrets do not die, they will continue to provide their value next turn. And yeah, 2 survived, 1 was lost. Mobilized battleship, yeah, blue going for the actives here to get tower debuffs, I guess. Yeah, again, this is quite awkward for red now. Very vulnerable to something like this. That's the big downside, of course, of being aggressive like this. Your backside is not really protected, and against something like a battleship drop, a mothership drop, whatever it's called, mobilized battleship, yeah, you don't have any defenses against it. And can take the tower and then decide the round based off of that tower debuff. Also, once again, by the way, blue did also pick the barrier item last turn, or the turn before even, and it's also not equipped yet. So blue picking so many items and cards and everything that are not actually used. So economy wise, I do not like this at all from blue here. Wasting so many credits on stuff that's not that are not useful. Stormcallers, so more Stormcallers here, and also Stormcallers did get the incendiary bomb. So when the missiles land here, they will create fire on the ground. Once the bubbles go down, it will be very good, because it will burn all of these fangs here. But are the bubbles actually going down, and are missiles actually going to land with the missile interceptor turrets here? Overlord is getting slowed at the very least here in the back by a sentry missile, so it will take a little bit to take the tower, but it will take the tower. Bubbles go down and there's some fire on the ground. And tower debuff coming in now. Fire on the ground though, still providing all that damage against the fangs. I think, well, this is pretty close actually, but I think the Overlord will decide this round probably. well, maybe not. We will see. The Fangs here, depending on whether or not they will run into fire, they could still win this round here for red. Oh, also the missile interceptor turret. Nope, it's going down. And yeah. A round for red here. Red did get Mech Rage on those Fangs as well last turn. So a lot more quicker damage coming in because Mech Rage does reduce attack interval by 0.5 seconds. Deployment Specialist for both players. Red did lose quite a lot of missile interceptor turrets though, so all of them. Also minus economy for red, and oh my god, blue here going for 3 more Stormcallers. Yeah, just more missiles I guess, and more fire on the ground potentially. Also, being red here, I would have liked to just have something in the flank, just to distract for a bit. Create some more threats from different directions. I could have also started building something over here to push towards this tower, so just so that blue has to spread out the defenses here. Right now blue can really focus on this side, and all units will shoot here. And all the splash and all the fire and everything will all be in the correct spots, because Red's army is all over here. So I really would have liked Red to put something in the flank, and maybe also over here, maybe in the flank over here as well. Just even singular units, yeah, one here, one here, one here, would already do a lot. But for now, Fang, oh my god, so many Stormcallers. And they are all shooting at the same time, so the missile interceptor turret's not really enough here to block all of these shots by all of these Stormcallers. However, with the Stormcallers, with everything else gone, Stormcallers are kind of by themselves now. They were enough and are enough to take down pretty much everything, but Arclights still somewhat healthy, and all the missile interceptor turrets also alive, by the way. So value will continue next turn for red here from the missile interceptor turrets. Okay, blue is a little bit too hard into Stormcallers at this point, by the way. Also, I'm not sure why range. If you're getting aggressively pushed like this, you don't really need the range usually. Field airdrop for blue. And skip for red. And oh my god. Yes, please. Okay. I want this. I want this. So blue is going for launcher overload on all of these Stormcallers. At this point it makes sense. You have so many. Might as well go even harder into those. And they shoot so much so quickly that will not be able to get intercepted by these missile interceptor turrets whatsoever, pretty much. However, red is now going for a war factory. By the way, level 2 war factory, because, well, elite specialist. It's a bit awkward, because level 1 war factory would do exactly the same. Which is a missile interceptor, or missile interception rather. This war factory with missile interceptor will be able to intercept a lot of the missiles from the Stormcallers here. The missile interceptor on the war factory is very strong. Shoots very quickly and is very accurate and everything. So yeah, it can block all of these pretty much on the right side. Not going to be enough to block all of them everywhere, because, well, not with launcher overload. They shoot so much. However, it's also level 2, so it does have a lot of XP and can actually tank. Oh my god. Never mind. Too many, so also level 5 Stormcallers here, by the way. I was going to say can tank quite a bit of damage, and it can, but not against level 5 Stormcallers. They deal so much damage. However, yeah. Arclights here in the back, winning the round. Close round, not a ton of damage coming in. Blue really healthy still, and it's round 10. Senior attack for blue, and extended range Arclights for red. And another War Factory. Yeah, at this point it makes sense. Just spam more War Factories to missile intercept. Eventually you will have a critical mass, and then the Stormcallers are once again somewhat useless. And when that happens, you win, basically. If you are red here. So red going for one more War Factory at least. However, blue did pick up the EMP on the Stormcallers as well. And right now, I don't believe it's enough yet for red here to intercept all the missiles. So we might see the War Factory's tech getting disabled here. And once again, with all these levels on the Stormcallers, they deal so much damage, and they should be able to also once again take down the War Factories. But let's find out. And more, oh my god. More Stormcallers for blue here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs of Stormcallers here. Also once again in the back, underground threat coming in, but this time will not take the tower. Everything is getting deleted in the front though by the Stormcallers. And yeah, this one is disabled now. Got the text disabled, and is also going down so quickly from all the damage from the Stormcallers. Left side is still moving in though. Slowly but surely. And actually tower debuff from the right here, and this War Factory will not die. These super long range Arclights, I actually did not click these Arclights in a while. They also have elite marksmen and are so high level. How did this happen? I did not... Oh my god. This one is level 7, level 8 this turn potentially with elite marksman and range. And also, of course, the extended range Arclight card. So, these 229 range. Can actually shoot the tower, basically, from where it's standing. Okay. All of a sudden carry Arclights here. Blue did pick the smoke bomb. Not going to do too much here, I believe. And red skipped, I think. So many levels on all these units. Okay, and red is also going for a spawn attack on this War Factory, or on these two War Factories. They will produce Phoenixes now. And level 2 Phoenixes, by the way, because the War Factory is level 2. Hey, finally. One pack of crawlers here in the flank, finally. Will at least distract some shots in the very beginning. And can actually distract even more once they are spawned in next turn. So they will do even more next turn. And this, look at this, how many barrages already of these Stormcallers were distracted here to the flank. Right side actually moving in. It was not able to move in like this last turn, so I believe just the crawlers in the flank did make a big difference on the right already. But yeah, once the Stormcallers can lock on, the war factories are going down so quickly. However, once again, blue is losing now. However, that's not enough or not a lot damage once more. Couple of good items, yeah, Lightning Storm or Parasitic Ammo would also be quite good. And yeah, Lightning Storm, if it doesn't get bubbled, but blue already bubbled so much, so put down barriers all these turns. So I believe, once again, blue should put down barriers, and the Lightning Storm not going to do too much. Well, it depends how quickly the barriers go down. And red is going for a third war factory. Yeah, at this point, just lean in harder. And Fangs are, oh my god, fully tagged also, by the way, with Ignite also, and also just got the portable shield. These Fangs do not go down easily. Arc Lights will take multiple hits to take them down, and with Ignite, they could also take down war factories over time. So yeah, let's see how this goes. And another pack of crawlers here in the flank, also very good. And this one is already spawned in, so it will actually run in and be very annoying. And also once, finally also on the other side. Okay, good. Good, good. And yeah, Storm is coming in now with the bubbles down. It does so much damage now, actually. Yeah, okay. Blue is getting wrecked now. Distraction crawlers and everything, but also the Storm this turn was absolutely devastating. If you only have squishy units like Stormcallers, you are so vulnerable to something like a Storm. And yeah, absolute destruction now. GG's, round 12. And so much damage last turn. Minus 2.2k almost. Nice. But yeah, committing this heavy into Stormcallers, quite risky for multiple reasons. So missile interceptors, but also, as you could see, the final turn, the Lightning Storm. So I know a lot of people complain about the strength of actives or something, but you put yourself in this position. If you are in this player's shoes and you are complaining about losing to Lightning Storm, you put yourself there. You cannot be this vulnerable and this clumped up with so many squishy units. You know that there are actives in the game that are very strong, so you shouldn't... Yeah, if you're in this position and Lightning Storm does show up, it's your own fault, I gotta be honest. But yeah, from Red's side, going into more war factories here with the missile interceptor, quite good. Not always enough to intercept all these missiles with launcher overload and this many Stormcallers, but it did definitely help. And once more, putting something in the flanks, or in general, distracting the focus from Blue's army into multiple directions is quite good and did do a lot here, I believe. Just having some crawlers here, for example, distracted these Stormcallers for quite a while, which definitely helped out the main army quite a bit. Alright, GG's. Alright, let's also spectate one more here. Blue is Speed Specialist with Fangs and Sledgehammers, and Red is Marksman Specialist with Crawlers and Mustangs. Blue adding 1 pack of Fangs and 1 pack of Crawlers, while Red is adding 1 pack of Crawlers and an Arc Light. Alright, and Red going for aggression here, by the way. I think I recognize this name, and I do believe this player likes not only aggression, which we can already see here, but in particular also going for Overlords, or at least that is my info from a month or two ago. Likes to push aggressively with Overlords towards the towers. Let's find out. Enhancement module for red and skip for blue. And red is going for a Rhino here to protect the Mustangs. So red kind of expects blue to build some better clear for the crawlers and Mustangs. But whatever this is, and in this case the sledgehammers, they will have a hard time with the Rhino, because the damage is not all that great, and Rhino does have a lot of HP. So Rhino going to be very valuable here as a tank for the Mustangs, and the marksman as well, of course. Red also already putting one pack of crawlers here to distract and pull away part of the army, opening up this tower a little bit more. And yeah, this Rhino is not going to die here, or it's close. Actually, now with tower debuff, maybe. Tower debuff, no. Yeah, tower debuff is good enough. And this is going to be a round for the defender here. Orbital bombardment for red and Rhino drop for blue. And another Rhino for red going into the flank here. Rhino drop will probably go in the back here somewhere, try to take the tower. And also red mobile beaconing towards the tower here. Rhino drop in the back here will attract all of these crawlers and fangs, probably. Well, actually not all the crawlers, they are too quick. Yeah, some of the crawlers. Who's going to get the tower debuff first here? Oh, left Rhino here is coming in. Rhino drop still distracted by the crawlers. Finally getting the tower now. But does nothing basically. Other tower debuff now though, so a little bit more time here to capitalize on the tower debuff. Rhino going down, and also a couple of Mustangs are going to die here. Could actually be enough for blue, yeah. Going to be enough after all to defend this. At least for now. Red does have a ton of experience. playing aggro like this. So red probably knows where to go from here. Top supply for blue. Round 4. Also getting range on the Fangs. Fangs now outranging the Mustangs. And yeah. This person has like one strategy, it seems. Is going for overlords now. And is going to mobile beacon towards the tower probably. And yeah. Also has jump drive on the boats. Didn't even need to check. I knew jump drive was on here. And can move around probably to the other side at some point and push towards the other tower. And yeah, all that kinds of stuff. We will see how this works out. At least there's some... Well, these are leveled Fangs and they do have range and everything, but... Oh, there are flank Phoenixes, by the way. Going to come in here and take the tower. Yes, nice. Good for blue here. Putting those flank Phoenixes there to quickly snipe the tower, and that puts a halt to this push, at least for a bit. And I believe the Fangs should be enough here to take down these overlords, because there's so much alive still. Also, other tower might fall here in a bit as well. But yeah, Fangs are enough here. Very good. I like this. I always am a bit biased towards the defender side, because I'm not much of an aggro player myself. And I like seeing this type of stuff getting defended. Blue picked up Deployment Specialist. And red is Marksman. Wait, I was distracted, sorry. Blue did pick up Deployment Specialist. And red did pick the Iron Blast, I believe. Also some Fangs here now in the flank. Blue trying to be annoying for red from multiple sides, which is good. That's what you need to do against aggro. And so now, for example, one overlord is actually committed to the back here and is not in position with the other boats to push in. Interesting. I think these boats are getting mobile beacon back to defend against the Phoenix from this side, potentially. Or to, against a... Oh, actually, no, because Iron Blast was offered. Okay, that's why. Red trying to dodge the Iron Blast that blue didn't pick, though. So, no Iron Blast here. This Iron Blast, though, by red is quite good and is taking down basically everything. Our right side is getting pushed, though. Overlord dying, tower going down. Couple of Fangs is still alive. Can take down one or two more Overlords with the help of the tower debuff. Surprisingly close round still. I thought the Iron Blast would decide this round, and I think it maybe did. It's still really close though. Yeah, tower debuff, never mind, yeah. Overlord's going down. Nice. Iron Blast was not enough. Also with the positioning here, I believe if blue puts one pack of Fangs here, the Overlord will get attracted to the Fangs and the Phoenixes can actually kill the Overlord maybe. So could make this flank valid again. Red also going for all the actives here. Picked up the nuke now. So red does know that he's on borrowed time here. So if you're playing aggro like this, you kind of need to start winning a bit earlier. And if you get defended over and over again, it's kind of unlikely that you can turn it around, especially if the towers are somewhat protected from all sides. That's the one out that you usually have when you play aggro, to maybe push a tower here or there. But I feel like this is already very well spread out, and it's not that easy to just get a cheap tower debuff. That also matters. So if everything gets pulled over here, the overlords, they can maybe take the tower, but then this army on this side, yeah, okay, it's actually going for it. Maybe leaves one here to deal the damage. No. Okay, actually going on the right side completely. So that is a play. I guess with the nuke here, this turn it should work. But other than that, the overlords here taking this tower, for example, and then the tower debuff just runs out by the time the units engage here with the left army with the overlords, I mean. One random hacker here with a barrier will protect quite a lot of these fangs from the nuke. But yeah, overlords now moving over. Okay, we'll actually take the other tower because the other units are so far up already. And this is, after all, well, after all, red did have the nuke, so it makes sense. Will be the round for red here. All right. Now what? Missile strike for blue. Getting temp range, temp speed, and taking a credit here. And red did pick the laser sight, I believe. Interesting. I don't like this. I do not like going into Fortress against Overlords. So Fortress anti-air barrage can be okay against overlords, but only if they are not too high level, and also if you have enough fortresses. So you cannot really go if you are behind already, and this is being behind. So there are 4 overlords and 2 are leveled and 1 even has amp core. You cannot start buying fortresses with anti-air, I believe. It's not going to work. They don't deal enough damage to take down the overlords, and also they are good targets themselves for the overlords. They have ground cannon. They will just delete this fortress when they lock on. And yeah, fortress down. So I'm not sure about this. Flank though on the left, Rhino coming in, taking the tower, so that's good. But there's fire on the ground here. Vulcan getting hacked though. Low HP Vulcan now on the side of blue. Some rockets or some anti-air barrage coming in, taking down one of the overlords, but still 2 alive here. Other tower debuff though. Good thing the overlords still move here and not attack, are not attacking fortress just yet. One more anti-air barrage actually coming out and dealing some decent damage to one of the overlords. And yeah, they're still level 3 fangs and they can clean this up. Nice. But yeah, the tower debuff here on the left did help a lot. And I still believe the fortresses did not win this round. I don't think that was all that good of a call. Could have instead just gone for some phoenixes or something if you want some good damage against overlords. Fortresses just get pumped down by ground cannon overlords. And yeah, the damage from anti-air barrage isn't all that great. So being red here, I think red should level the Overlords, so they don't die to anti-air barrage from the fortresses. And also this helps, photon emission on the Overlords will give all the units in a radius photon coating, and with that they take 50% reduced damage for 16 seconds, I mean. And yeah, I don't think these Overlords are going to die to any of this. But let's find out. Also, double active coming down here, so EMP and Orbital. EMP will damage these shields, or take down some shields even. And Orbital can take down some Fangs here. Yeah, Overlords barely took any damage from the first barrages here, from the fortresses. And one fortress is going down. Tower should fall here in a moment. Oh, actually left tower also falling though. So double tower debuff here. Or exchanging tower debuffs. Positioning of the fortresses is quite good though. I give him that. So one on the very far outside here and one on the very far outside here. They are actually so far away that the Overlords are not really targeting them for a long time. And they can, because of the range of the... where is it? Here. Because of the range of the anti-air barrage, they are out of harm's way for quite a while against these Overlords. And yeah, this is working out for now. Okay, that's something that I'm taking from this match for me. Anti-air barrage fortresses can be good with good positioning against Overlords. Because of the range. They can be in the middle of nowhere and still shoot the Overlords without getting targeted themselves. Another level here though on this one for free with the enhancement module. Maybe also another level on this one with the amp core. And there is, oh, orbital javelin. Blue did not pick it because, well, it's kind of hard to hit Overlords with orbital javelin if the Overlords do have jump drive and just move them around. And yeah, that's what's happening here. Orbital coming, or javelin coming down here on the right, taking down the hacker and the fortress, and Iron Blast coming in the middle here will deal a lot of damage as well. All Overlords moved to the left here though. Let's see how this is going to work out. Level on the fortress. Well, at least the anti-air barrage does not scale with level, so for that it doesn't make a difference. But I guess it has more HP, survives for longer. Not sure if I would level fortresses in this scenario. Maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure. I guess there are also Vulcans that need to get taken care of. Yeah, the Vulcan Overlord army moving in here. However, also on the flank, this one fortress is moving in. Not quickly enough though. Tower debuff first for red here. Vulcan taking care of the Fangs. Okay, will red get the tower debuff? He will. Okay, and also that's kind of good timing. And yeah, Overlords will be able to take down fortresses. Yep. Somewhat close round though. Overlord's also very low on health here. This is very interesting. Very close match. Charged ammo for red and also for blue. Charged ammo on an Overlord. Not sure if I've ever seen that. And charged ammo on the Fangs here in the middle. Not going to do much at first, but eventually when the photon emission runs out on these Overlords, charged ammo will disable the tags of the units that are getting attacked. So taking out the Overlord artillery in particular. Also reducing speed. And yeah, once again, Overlords here on the right now, moving in from here. Also, what's with all the credits here? Wait, what's happening? Is this bugged? Why are there 2000 credits on this side? There are crawlers now. 4 packs of crawlers here, or 5 in total in the front, and all have acid as a tag now. Okay, now tags are coming down. Overlord now also with Mothership. Yeah, I guess, but it's not going to do too much against all these Fangs. So spawning wasps, but yeah, the wasps are will get taken care of kind of quickly by the Fangs. Also wasps with energy shield though. Left side is coming in. Fortress taking the tower. Tower debuff now. Right side also getting the tower though. Exchanging tower debuffs here. And there's acid on the ground, which is much worse obviously for the fortress player here. However, also still a ton of Fangs on the ground here. And Fangs do deal a lot of damage when they are leveled, and these are leveled. So yeah, they are just shrekking through these leveled Overlords, and this is GG. Noise. Okay, this was interesting. A very cool aggro defense here by blue. I'm still not the biggest fan of anti-air barrage fortresses in this scenario, but I guess it did work out overall. Especially, yeah, with fortresses just being everywhere. And with the long range of the anti-air barrage, it can be kind of good against a stack of Overlords. And I guess that is maybe also the reason why blue picked it up, because if you play against this aggressive Overlord stuff, they do have the Overlords clumped up. And when they are clumped up, the anti-air barrage from the fortresses will actually hit kind of well and hit multiple Overlords as well. And yeah, also with all these Fangs, very good against the Overlords as well. And I really enjoyed the also bit of aggro play by blue here in the flanks to create a little bit of pressure for the aggro player. And it actually did work out. On the left side, did come in multiple times and took the tower, which was quite good. Alright, anyways. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.